It's no secret that in Yu-Gi-Oh, you usually want to go first, with going second only being preferred for a few decks, usually OTK decks that very rarely make the top of the meta. After all, going first lets you play your whole combo, usually uninterrupted, while going second forces you to play through all the interruptions your opponent has set up, with only the advantage of one extra card and the battle phase. A phase whose most important part is often its end. But recently, there's been a new archetype that has brought going second back to relevance. Tenpai Dragons, a fire dragon synchro deck focused on the battle phase. But what exactly makes Tenpai Dragons special? On first glance, they are nothing we haven't seen before. There's plenty of battle phase focused decks, and there are quite a few dragons in Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, what's unique about Tenpai Dragon is actually threefold. Firstly, they get to some frankly obscene damage numbers. Secondly, they can be hard to interrupt, with most of their combo taking place in the battle phase through quick effects. And thirdly, they do all of this through one-card combos, meaning that they are incredibly consistent. So let's take a look at this combo. The main Tenpai Dragon combo can begin with any of these cards, but in this case, we'll be using Tenpai Dragon by Dora as our starter. We begin by normal summoning Tenpai Dragon by Dora, which on summon allows us to search for Brimming Sunken mana. We activate Brimming Sunken mana and use this effect to add Tenpai Dragon Zongdora from our deck to our hand, and discard a card. Then we activate Zongdora's effect to special summon itself. And that's all for the main phase. Yup, you heard that right. From here on out, the rest of the combo takes place during the battle phase. We can first attack with Bidora and Zongdora, then trigger Zongdora's effect to special summon Tenpai Dragon Fedora from our deck, which can also attack. Afterwards, we activate Zongdora's quick effect to synchro summon during the battle phase, synchro summoning Sunken, Rice Dragon, Biden Dragon, which when synchro summon will special summon Bidora from our graveyard, allowing us to attack with both. Now we can activate Bidora's quick effect to synchro summon again, this time for Sunken Super Dragon Transcend Dragon. We can attack with it, and now that 3 or more attacks have been declared this turn, we can activate Sunken Rice Dragon Biden Dragon's quick effect from our graveyard to special summon itself, attacking with it once again. This attack triggers Fedora's effect, special summoning Bidora back from the graveyard, which as you may have guessed, attacks once again. Now we can activate Bidora's quick effect once again as it is on a hard once per turn, synchro summoning this time for Trident Dragon. When synchro summoned, Trident Dragon lets us target up to 2 cards we control to destroy it and give it an additional attack for each card destroyed, which we will use to destroy Sunken Super Dragon Transcend Dragon and Brimming Sunken Mana, both of which have effects in our graveyard. When destroyed, Brimming Sunken Mana doubles the Dragon Synchro monster's attack, bringing our Trident Dragon to 6000 attack, which we will swing in with 3 times. And if the game somehow still isn't over, Super Rice Dragon can use its quick effect in the graveyard to special summon itself and destroy a card, if we for some reason needed a bit more damage. This brings us to a grand total of 37,400 damage, a number so big that even if your damage is half by Pot of Prosperity, you can still kill twice over. What this means is that if you lack any interruptions for this combo, and sometimes even if you do, you probably did. And since they only need 1 card to get started, they have plenty of room to run the board breakers and hand traps required to eat through your interruptions. There's certainly no slouches when going first either. While they definitely want to go second, their dragon type means they still have access to plenty of going first options. Or they could just play Heatwave. This makes Tenpai Dragons one of the first truly good going second decks Yu-Gi-Oh has seen in quite a while, with incredible consistency, ability to break boards, and it's still able to go first if needed. While personally, I'm not a huge fan of Tenpai Dragon's playstyle, it's great to see going second and the battle phase come back to prominence, even if only slightly. There's definitely still design space to explore here, and I hope to see more going second decks in the future. But maybe not quite as over the top. There's probably some room between the extremes of not caring about the battle phase at all and being able to kill with a sneeze. That being said, Tenpai Dragon seems like a sign that Yu-Gi-Oh is starting to experiment with this phase again, and I'm here for it. Just please don't give us another War Rock.